Italy's best ever semi-final wins, ranked. Italy have done it again. The Azzurri are back in the final of a major competition for the first time in 9 years and are hoping to lift silverware once again, which would end a 15-year trophy-less drought. Roberto Mancini's men were made to work extremely hard in Tuesday night's Euro 2020 semi-final, and they had to ride their luck against a well-drilled and dangerous Spain. But Italy got the job done, just about. They needed a penalty shootout, following a 1-1 draw after extra time, but Mancini's men were the ones celebrating at the final whistle, while Spain were left to rue what might have been. For the Azzurri, Tuesday's triumph was their 10th semi-final success, but where does it rank among the greatest Final Four victories in the nation's history? 90 Min takes a trip down memory lane. Let's be honest, any game that is decided by the tossing of a coin deserves to be bottom of every list. It seems absolutely mental that a game of football could be concluded in this manner, but after extra time, neither Italy nor the USSR could find a breakthrough in the 1968 European Championship. If you think a penalty shootout is an unfair lottery, then get this. Giacinto Facchetti guessed which way up a coin would land, and purely down to that reason alone, Italy reached the final and eventually won the tournament. We're going even further back in time now, as we teleport to the 1934 World Cup. Italy hosted and won the second ever edition of the now prestigious tournament, and they had to get past Austria in the semi-finals to book their place in the final. Gli Azzurri did just that in Milan, thanks to a solitary goal from Enrique Guaita. The fact the tournament was much smaller and more exclusive makes this success a little less impressive than the modern glories. Fast forward 4 years, and Italy were at it again. This time, they needed to overcome Brazil, the country that would later be associated with the most beautiful football on the planet. Italy got over the line in France as strikes from Gino Colossi and Giuseppe Meazza fired the nation towards another global glory. Apparently, Meazza's shorts fell down as he took the decisive spot kick. Expect to see that on the next Gaffes and Bloopers DVD. Italy were taken all the way by Netherlands in the semi-finals of Euro 2000 and needed to be at their coolest to edge through a penalty shootout. Step forward, Francesco Totti. The AS Roma legend looked the towering Edwin van der Sar in the eyes and delivered the cheekiest Panenka to make his opponent appear very foolish and set Italy on the right path. Let's not talk about the final, though, from Euro 2000 to Euro 2020. Italy were made to work hard in the 1-1 draw with Spain and were probably fortunate to end the 120 minutes all square. Mancini's men dug in and survived until the shootout, and then, they thrived. After Manuel Locatelli missed the first spot kick, the remaining takers delivered an immaculate display, with Jorginho channeling his inner Totti to show insane levels of cool. Into the final they go. This 2-1 victory over Germany was Italy's most recent semi-final success prior to the Wembley shootout on Tuesday evening. It is remembered as the night Mario Balotelli truly delivered on the international stage, bagging a terrific brace. The iconic image of him ripping off his shirt and flexing his muscles will remain in Italian hearts even if the final didn't go according to plan against Spain. 1994 was Roberto Baggio's tournament. The divine ponytail sparkled on the biggest stage and delivered an unrivaled performance in the 2-1 victory over Bulgaria in the semi-finals. His brace put the Italians on the brink of World Cup glory, but unfortunately for Baggio, it wasn't to be. When you think of the 1982 World Cup, the name Paolo Rossi automatically springs to mind. The Italian forward dazzled in the tournament, scoring a hat-trick against Brazil before sticking away another brace in the semis. Italy flew past Poland to face Germany, where Rossi and co. got the job done once more. A legendary group of players. Now, when a match is handed the nickname game of the century, it's hard to argue its lofty position on a list. Italy faced West Germany in the 1970 World Cup semi-finals and took part in an absolute classic. The Italians triumphed 4-3 after extra time, with 5 goals scored in the additional 30 minutes, a World Cup record. A reported 102,000 spectators were in attendance to watch this too, packed into the Azteca Stadium. Lucky folk. Top of the tree sits the 2006 semi-final in Germany against the Germans themselves. With the odds and crowd